Greg Ron. I live at 1366 Altmeyer Road, Jasper, Indiana. I have one question for the council. How will this power plant affect my generation and my children's generation and the generations after me? With my generation being the younger one, we have to put a lot of trust in a lot of people. We have to trust that doctors and our own parents are giving us the right medication and the right amount of said medication. And we also have to trust that our government is making the right decisions. I'm an Eagle Scout. I'm the youngest Eagle Scout in Troop 185. I got it April of last year when I was 14 years old. In scouting, we have what is called an outdoor code. In this code, it basically has a set of guidelines which we should follow to ensure that our environment is kept in a condition that our future generations will be able to enjoy it as much as we have. I try to put this code into my daily life, especially with this delicate issue here. As most of you know, my mom's a pediatrician. She makes her living by treating patients who are sick in order to make them healthy and keep them out of the hospital. And so one could assume that if the power plant is put in and more kids have asthma and COPD and all that stuff, that the more money my mom would make. So the power plant would be a good thing. That would be a very, very disappointing assumption for one to make. That is basically not only greedy, but is also unethical to make more people sick and have more people suffer in order to make more money. I cannot in good conscience, support an issue that could potentially raise asthma and COPD rates in DuBois County and basically abroad too, because the wind travels far. Some people here may be thinking that if you're 15 years old, you're just way too young and just clueless to be able to understand what everybody's talking about here. It's just built up. I truly don't agree with you. The younger a person is, the better they better understand and know right from wrong. This fact is very apparent in some people. I'm a sophomore at John Paul the Great Catholic High School, or JPGCHS as we call it. At my school, we are taught that as people in the Catholic faith and as just human beings in general, we should always do what is right, no matter the risk or potential cost. It would be the right thing to try and increase the health of children so that the world can live on being healthy, not asthmatic. And I would personally take my health over possibly a better living condition and cheaper power. And I just want to say that Jasper is an amazing town. I've lived here my entire life, and I have really not been mad or disappointed at all. But now that I see that parts of our city government are disregarding the health of our citizens in order to make a kind of a per se easy dollar on a very, very risky move, it basically makes me want to move out and stay out because the potential health risks and the lack of compassion and civility that has been shown by several individuals over the past few months. I know for a fact this council and other members of the city government have been fairly hostile with my mother and other people that have joined me in the opposition of this issue. And going back to my mom, she has taken blow after blow to her integrity and her character. She has been very professional in speaking her opinions and stating facts, in contrast to the accusations made by several individuals. Going back to my scouting career, when I was a younger scout, I had to attend a city council meeting in order to complete a requirement for citizenship and community merit badge. I remember looking at this council, which, if I remember right, most of you are the same council which I sat in front of years back. And I remember wishing that I could be just sitting in the exact same seat. I just remember thinking how awesome and cool it would be to be able to make decisions that would impact my community and basically be able to make it grow. But now when I think about that time in my life, I just realize how juvenile my thoughts were. I made assumptions just on my views and not solid research and real input. I am in opposition because of this council's lack of desire for community involvement, as well as the council's lack of desire to take into account some extremely negative health effects that could come into play. As an out-of-town friend once told me, you Jasper folks are as thick as thieves. This is said for many people. I've been to several city council meetings, both in the past couple months and also just before. Just when my parents wanted to attend them, I went along because I couldn't do anything else. all the meetings I attended, if I remember right, there's always been a unanimous vote. This makes me think, is this actually a meeting or just something to put down on public record that they voted on this, someone made a motion for this, and so on. I have friends that have severe asthma. I also have one that has had a heart transplant because of respiratory-related problems and circulatory problems and everything from birth. And when I hear comments made by our city government that asthma rates are going down, disregarding comments that I told them specifically not to do so, I can say with absolute confidence that asthma rates are not going down. Both the comments made by my friends who have asthma, including the one who had the heart transplant, who does have asthma, and from comments made by my mom. When I go up to mom's office to bring her breakfast of a skim latte and mocha muffin, when she has to go to work early and get her breakfast, I hear kids coughing, sneezing, and wheezing. It just, I was taught as a child not to take hands from strangers. Why are we taking a promise from a person who does not live in Jasper, basically, as my knowledge, has never been to Jasper, and saying that new technology, as in burning biomass, which is not extremely new, but is new as in research and about that subject, when it is the best thing ever whenever you be told by several individuals who have gone through this subject already that it is not a good idea. In order to convict somebody of a crime, a jury must have evidence beyond reasonable doubt that the person committed the crime. How many healthcare professionals does it take to convince the city council that the effects of particulate matter and dioxins are bad? To be sufficient, on the petition that Pastor Breedlove showed you, there are 62 healthcare professionals. As before I talked to him and as an update. That would definitely be sufficient for me. I thank you, gentlemen, for letting me speak tonight, and I urge you to think about one thing. Think about the children, present and future, that will not have a choice about the quality of air they breathe, or whether or not they have asthma or other respiratory-related disease. You will make the decision for them. Please make the right decision. Thank you.